SBF and Caroline conspired to suppress the price of Bitcoin under 20,000. And the way they did it is absurd. And there's even more jaw-dropping revelations that have emerged from this trial, all the way from stories including Thai prostitutes to raising $1 billion from the Prince of Saudi Arabia. SBF attempted to raise $1 billion from the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in order to fill the hole in their balance sheet. SBF was delusional. He thought he can go to the Saudi prince and raise $1 billion. He was delusional to the point that Caroline stated in court that SBF believed there was a 5% chance he would be president. And in court, she was asked, president of what? She replied, the United States. She knew he was delusional, but she followed him anyway because they had a romantic relationship since 2018. And SBF created a pros and cons list for dating him, with one of the cons being, in a lot of ways, I don't really have a soul. This is a very SBF thing to do, but she stayed with him anyway because as CEO, she was paid a $200,000 salary. But on top of that, she was given a $20 million bonus in 2021. And she definitely did not deserve that money based on her skills.
Yeah, absolutely could pull it off without my math degree. Use very little math. Use a lot of elementary school math. Being comfortable with risk is very important. We tend not to have things like stop losses. I think those aren't necessarily a great risk management tool. I'm trying to think of a good example of a trade where I've lost a ton of money. Well, I don't know. I probably don't want to go into specifics too much with that.
The things SBF and Caroline did are outrageous. They even paid a bribe to Chinese officials in order to withdraw $1 billion in funds from OKX. Alameda used wallets of Thai prostitutes on the exchange, and Caroline stated that Ryan Salam, a former FTX executive, confirmed the identities of these prostitutes. And this bribe was referred to as the thing. The way they communicated is pretty outrageous. They would go into Telegram groups and write messages such as, hey, can you send us $500 million? But the thing that really gets me upset is that SBF tried to suppress the price of Bitcoin. It was no secret. He did not like Bitcoin. He still probably doesn't like Bitcoin. And Caroline and SBF conspired to suppress the price of Bitcoin under 20,000. Caroline admitted that SBF directed her to dump Bitcoin belonging to customers in order to stabilize the price. Today, the price of Bitcoin is $26,000. My take is that even today, right now, there is someone doing the same thing. Bitcoin is nowhere near what it should be worth today. And eventually, Bitcoin will truly be unleashed. But it took a long time for everyone to figure this out because they cooked the books. Caroline created a balance sheet called FTX Borrows to hide the amount of money that FTX borrowed. Money that was actually stolen. SBF instructed Caroline to not put anything in writing in order to stay out of trouble. But it didn't work. SBF is now facing up to 115 years of prison if convicted on all charges. So their cover-up didn't work and they were unable to suppress the price of Bitcoin under 20K. Today, it's 26K. And we have a Bitcoin halving coming up in about 200 days and a potential Bitcoin spot ETF on the horizon. It's all adding up. But when to buy? When to sell? What's your risk assessment? We cover these strategies on live calls in my newly launched private community. If you want to spot more alpha in less time, go ahead and check it out with the link down below.